This is Southern Cross News with Rachel Williams.
Good evening, thanks for joining us. First tonight, one man remains in intensive care after a head-on collision in the state's northwest that claimed the life of a man in his 60s yesterday. The crash happened on Mersey Main Road near Latrobe, bringing the state's road toll to 3 compared to 0 this time last year.
Police were called to this busy road just after 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon to reports of a serious crash. A male passenger in his 60s died after the car he was travelling in collided head-on with a car travelling in the opposite direction. The road was wet at the time and was closed for more than 5 hours while investigations took place. Both drivers were taken to the Northwest Regional Hospital, where one man remains in a serious condition. Police say it was part of a series of incidents they attended yesterday from midday to 9 p.m. Police say most of the accidents that they were called to was due to the wet weather. Again, they're urging motorists to drive to the conditions. Investigations into what caused the incident yesterday continue.
3 people, including 2 teenagers, have today fronted court in relation to an alleged attack which left a 48-year-old man needing facial reconstruction surgery. The trio appeared at Launceston Magistrates Court charged with aggravated robbery and attempted murder. They've been remanded in custody to appear in court on Monday. The prospect man remains in a serious condition at the Launceston General Hospital to undergo surgery tomorrow. He was found with severe facial injuries on the side of the road in Waverley on Wednesday morning. A police raid on a property in Cambridge has led to the arrest of 2 men, one facing a string of charges. A 26-year-old Risdon Vale man appeared in court this morning after several weeks on the run from police. He's facing charges of stealing, evading police, disqualified driving and aggravated burglary. Police deployed the helicopter as officers swooped on the property yesterday morning following a public tip-off. A Glenorchy man was also arrested in the operation on unrelated charges. There's a significant gap in Tasmania's health system following the closure of an abortion clinic in Hobart. It was the state's only clinic offering surgical termination, with the push to have the procedure now part of the public health system.
5 years after historic legislation decriminalised abortion in Tasmania, the state is now without a surgical termination service.
This is just not acceptable in today's society, that something that is a medical procedure is not available.
Late yesterday, the Health Department confirmed the sudden closure of the private provider. A spokesperson saying options are being explored for an alternative and patient travel assistance will be offered. The procedure, performed after 9 weeks of the pregnancy, is now only available interstate.
To have any kind of barrier is a problem. And there's been barriers for a very long time because it's actually a very expensive procedure. It's not available on the public service.
It's not good enough. There needs to be a plan here now that we've lost the single private provider in the state. There's a huge deficit in services.
It's the 3rd provider to close its doors. The opposition says more could have been done by the Health Minister to keep the services available.
And in fact, one could hypothesise that he has been allowing these services to close without taking any action to provide support to women making this legal decision.
The Minister's aware of it, THS is looking at it, and I'm disappointed that Labor and the Greens have chosen to politicise this service.
The government was today unwilling to commit to having the legal procedure part of the public health system.
Only 2 out of 9 jurisdictions have that service in public hospitals. It's never been the case in Tasmania. It wasn't under Labor and the Greens.
It is a health procedure. It can be done safely. It is being done legally and should be provided.
The immediate concern is for those of disadvantaged backgrounds. Travelling interstate not an option for some women. Jacqueline Robson, Southern Cross News.
It's been a day of wild weather for Tasmania's eastern district, with storms bringing an unusual chill for summer. Pictures taken on the east coast at Orford show a heavy dumping of hail, with temperatures dropping to around 11 degrees. Further north, this video was taken at Lake Leak, east of Campbelltown. There's currently a road weather alert for much of Tasmania, with dangerous driving conditions. The wild weather is expected to ease tomorrow. Launceston's largest beer festival is well and truly underway, with a crowd of 10,000 expected by the end of the night. Brewers across the state are at Royal Park for the one-day event, showcasing their newest craft beers.
The sun's out and so is Launceston. Cheers! Beer lovers sipping on some of Tasmania's finest, with a record crowd expected by the end of the night.
It's awesome, yeah, it's just a great atmosphere, great day out, it's great.
Really important for Launceston, yeah. We love beer, we absolutely love beer. We live and breathe it, so what else would you do on a day like today?
The festival, a platform to showcase craft beer from across the state. New brewer from Ulverston using the event to launch his product.
It's really exciting. I've come to the festivals in the past, so it's great to be here as a producer. I've had a lot of support down the coast. We're the only brewery west of Devonport, so had a lot of good local support.
While others have been around since day one.
Seeing the festival grow over the years and see people's palates change, and it's been really good. A lot more breweries involved, the crowd's bigger, the crowd's more educated. They know what they want now, which is really good.
But beyond the norm are some exciting new flavours.
Today we've got on tap a watermelon wheat, so it's our summer seasonal brew. We've juiced about 300 odd kilos of watermelons and added the juice post-fermentation, so we get that real watermelon hit.
From masterclasses to comedy shows, there's something for all. And it's not too late to head down to the Royal Park, with festivities expected to wrap up at 10 p.m. Rita Risk, Southern Cross News.
Search and rescue crews have spent the day searching the Poatina area in an effort to find missing man Peter Henrick. The 58-year-old was last seen in the area in November, with police saying he may have been planning a camping trip nearby. It's believed he has been travelling around Tasmania in this WA-registered white Suzuki van, which was found abandoned in a remote car park. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers. Well, it hasn't even officially opened yet, but the Medina bike park is already receiving bookings from people around the world who want to experience it. Our crew journeyed into the Derwent Valley today to check out what could be the state's next big tourism drawcard.
Perched more than 800 metres up into the rugged wilderness of the Derwent Valley, this is set to become one of the more unique mountain bike experiences of anywhere on the planet.
It's a beautiful surrounding. It's an amazing place to have built some trails in. People are in for a real treat.
Designed and built by company Dirt Art, the gravity-focused bike park is now complete and ready to showcase its potential.
We've crammed, probably a project that would normally take a number of years into a very short space, and we've been very successful. We've got obviously an amazing team of very skilled trail builders who have been working around the clock.
A select group getting first dibs at the trails today, and they weren't disappointed.
All our members that have turned up are in good spirits, and there's lots of hooting and everyone seems to be having a good time.
Said to be serviced all year round by shuttle bus, the park will offer up bike hire, sightseeing tours and even skills coaching, with its creators hoping for an unrivalled mountain bike experience for everyone from families to adrenaline junkies.
Starting up on the top of the hill, it makes its way down to the old Medina Primary School. Various different features. We've got flow trails, we've got technical trails, we've got some hand-built trails, so we've got a nice little package for any sort of experience level.
And following the overwhelming popularity of the Blue Derby trails in the state's northeast since opening in 2015, the new park is set to solidify Tasmania's reputation as a true mountain bike mecca.
We've got bookings from people from all over the world at this stage. We're so proud of it. The bike park is really going to blow people's minds.
The park officially opens on Australia Day. Tom Cooper, Southern Cross News.
Hobart's Festival of Music and Art has hit Launceston, with the city coming to life, embracing a weekend of music, art and cutting-edge culture. Today, people sewing in their onesies, preparing for their big performance tomorrow at the Mofo Block Party. The Sewing Machine Orchestra aim to make 1,000 onesies to give away.
It's about bringing people together through making, wearing and moving in onesies, and the onesies uses a tool to play on oneness or onesiness and togetherness and unity. So the idea is to dress as many people as we can.
It's the first time Mofo heads to Launceston. Stormy weather didn't deter a rainbow parade sweeping over Hobart today. As part of the Tasmania Pride Festival, dozens were out to show their support for the LGBTI community in the wake of marriage equality.
We are absolutely just celebrating who we are and that we've come this far. There's still lots of work to do, there's no doubt, but yeah, we're celebrating marriage equality more than anything, and the fact that we made it, and we made it happen and we made it through it.
The festival is hosting a week of activities across Hobart.
Elise Mertens could be on her way to becoming the first player ever to clinch 2 Hobart international titles. The Belgian won the first set against Mihaela Buzanescu this afternoon before rain delayed the match, with play resuming not too long ago. The Romanian fighting back to claim the second at 6-4, with the final set now underway. With a match scheduled for midday, the weather gods had other ideas. The ball boys and girls worked frantically to dry the court and keep the crowd entertained. When things finally got underway, it was the defending champion who was on the board first, securing the early break, before Buzanescu quickly returned the favour. But the Belgian looked on a mission, taking the next 2 games before the heavens opened again. More than an hour later, it was back to business, with some Buzanescu errors allowing Mertens another break in the 4-1 lead, before taking the first set with ease on her way towards back-to-back titles. Another ace seeing the Belgian take her 6th game in a row, and just as Buzanescu looked set to claw her way back into the set, the rain returned with play suspended.
Good evening. Maximum temperatures were generally 1 to 8 degrees below average across the state today. Hobart 16, Launceston, Burnie and Devonport all 21. The state's high today was 23 at St Helens, Friendly Beaches 22, 21 at Wynyard, Lowhead 20, Flinders Island and Ouse both 19, 18 on Maria and King Islands, Strawn 17, 16 for Grove and Lyawini 12. The satellite sequence shows an extensive cloud band extending over eastern Australia. Ridges of high pressure to the northeast and southwest of the country have resulted in mostly clear skies. The close-up shows a massive middle to high level cloud clearing the east coast of Tasmania during the morning, with bands of low level cloud crossing the state during the afternoon, bringing showers to the west, south and east, with thunderstorms over central and eastern districts. Tomorrow a cold front is moving toward the southwest of Tasmania over the Southern Ocean. A trough extends over eastern Queensland and into Northern Territory. There is a low over central Western Australia, moving slowly south. That low is cradled by a ridge to the south, which extends into Central Australia. Winds 15 to 25 knots, tending south to southwesterly, with seas mostly around 2 metres. A strong wind warning is current for northeastern coastal waters from Flinders Island to Wineglass Bay, and also from Tasman Island to Low Rocky Point. To the south of the state, and Hobart is expecting a cloudy 21 degrees tomorrow, 21 also for Richmond, Ouse 20 and cloudy. Moving north, partly cloudy conditions with Launceston reaching 22, Devonport and Deloraine both 21. Over to the west, Burnie partly cloudy 21, showers for Strawn mainly later in the day 18, 17 at Curry. On the east coast, partly cloudy skies for St Helens 20, Swansea a possible early shower 19, 19 also for Whitemark. The UV is extreme with mostly 12s. Looking further ahead into the week, Monday is fine about the state apart from showers about the east and south coasts. Tuesday fine apart from possible showers about the northwest, and Wednesday fine apart from possible showers in the far south. To the mainland, mostly sunny conditions across the country apart from Perth with storms and heavy rain 31, Sydney windy with showers easing 23, and Melbourne a morning shower or 2 20 degrees. Currently in Hobart it's 13 and cloudy, Launceston partly cloudy 15, Devonport 18 and clear. And that's tonight's weather. Rachel.
Well, that's all your news for now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Williams. Good night.
And the old fairy penguin in my spares one. Good, thanks.